Welcome back to Coin Golden Era, your number one source for rare coins, valuable finds, and the hidden treasures lying in plain sight. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin from the United States. You won't believe its fascinating history, how much it's worth today, and the mind-blowing value this humble penny could fetch in today's market, up to $4.5 billion in collective circulation value. The story of the 1977 1-cent Liberty coin is rooted in over a century of numismatic evolution. But before we talk about 1977 specifically, let's rewind the clock. The Lincoln cent, featuring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, first made its debut in 1909, commemorating his 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. On the reverse, the coin originally bore the wheat ears design, replaced later in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo, to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Now fast forward to the 1970s, a turbulent yet transformative decade in American history. Amidst economic shifts, rising metal prices, and political changes, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln Memorial cent, and in 1977, they struck what would become one of the most enduring coins in American circulation. The 1977 Lincoln cent, also known by many as the 1977 Liberty cent, maintained the iconic obverse A right-facing profile of President Abraham Lincoln. The word liberty appears on the left. The phrase "In God We Trust" arcs above Lincoln's head. The year 1977 is stamped to the right of Lincoln's bust. The Lincoln Memorial, complete with fine detail. The inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent. The Latin motto E pluribus unum. 95% copper, 5% zinc. 3.11 grams, 19.05 millimeters plain. Over 4.4 billion 1977 Lincoln cents were minted, mainly in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, Mark D, with a smaller number from San Francisco for proof sets. Now here's where it gets exciting for collectors. While the 1977 cent isn't rare by mintage numbers, era coins and high-grade examples are incredibly valuable. Double die obverse, DDO doubling on the date, or Liberty. Off-center strikes, misaligned impressions, often off by 10% or more. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a miscut blank. Broad strikes and die cracks. Collectors hunt for these rarities. And the highest graded uncirculated coins, those in MS-67 or higher, can command thousands. Let's talk numbers. What is a 1977 Liberty cent worth today? Most coins are worth 1 to 5 cents, depending on where. However, high-quality coins, especially those uncirculated or in mint sets, increase drastically in value. Uncirculated coins: MS-63, $5, $10, MS-65, $15, $30, MS-67 plus. Some have sold at auctions for $1,500 or more. Often valued between $20 and $150 depending on quality and certification. Major double dies, broad strikes, or dramatic off-center strikes can fetch $100 to $1,000 plus, depending on severity and grade. Here's the jaw-dropper. With over 4.4 billion of these coins minted, and still many in circulation today, some collectors and analysts have estimated the total collective value of surviving 1977 Liberty cents could be upwards of $4.5 billion. If every coin were in pristine collectible condition or had premium era varieties. Of course, not every penny is a jackpot. But imagine stumbling upon a high-grade coin in your loose change. It's like finding a treasure hidden in plain sight. Some have called this the sleeper coin of the Lincoln series, simply because of its huge circulation numbers and the potential for undiscovered era variants. Want to know how to spot a valuable 1977 Liberty penny? Sharp detail, especially on Lincoln's beard and the Lincoln Memorial steps. No signs of wear, clean, lustrous finish, any strange doubling or misalignment. Certification from a reputable grader like PCGS or NGC. List high quality or era coins on eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Get it professionally graded to prove authenticity and boost buyer trust. Join coin forums and Facebook groups to meet other collectors. So the next time you're digging through change or cleaning out that old jar of pennies, don't overlook the 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin. It may just be copper and zinc to most people, but to coin collectors, it's a symbol of American history, a work of miniature art, and potentially a high-value treasure. With the right condition, the right variety, and the right buyer, even a penny can make you feel like a millionaire. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more content just like this. And comment below if you've got a 1977 penny in your collection. Who knows, you might be holding a gold mine. Until next time, happy collecting. Coin Collector Hub. Discover the value in your pocket. Would you like a version of this script with visuals or on-screen text prompts for video editing? Today's episode, we're diving deep into the tale of the 1971 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin that has stunned numismatists, sparked bidding wars, and become the centerpiece of some of the most incredible coin collections around the world. A rich history. Origins of the 1971 Lincoln cent. To understand the true value of the 1971 penny, we must go back over a century in time, to 1909. That's when the United States Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was a revolutionary moment. For the first time in U.S. history, a real person, a former president, appeared on circulating coinage. Victor David Brenner designed the obverse, featuring a bust of Lincoln, while the reverse displayed 2 wheat ears. This design ran from 1909 until 1958. Then, in 1959, the reverse was changed to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, with the Lincoln Memorial taking the place of the wheat stalks, a design that stayed until the year 2008. And in 1971, something special happened at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's most active facilities. Over 2.9 billion Lincoln cents were struck in Denver that year, each marked with a tiny D mint mark just beneath the ear. What makes the 1971 cent so special? So, with billions made, why is the 1971 penny causing such a stir today? Great question. First, 1971 was a transitional period in American coinage. Though the composition remained 95% copper and 5% zinc, rising copper prices and debates about coin material were leading to subtle variations. Second, some 1971 coins were struck using worn dies or head-off-center strikes, doubling errors, or even misaligned planchets, making them extremely rare and collectible. Third, it's the historical legacy. Lincoln pennies are not just money, they're a symbol of resilience, leadership, and American heritage. Finally, the 1971 has seen an unexpected surge in interest in global markets, especially among collectors in Asia and Europe, fascinated by American presidential iconography. Rare varieties and errors. Keep your eyes open for these varieties of the 1971 penny that can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars each. Double die obverse, noticeable doubling in the word liberty and the date. Off-center strikes, coins that are partially blank due to misalignment during minting. Bi error, a dyed break between the letters B and E in liberty, creating what looks like an extra I. Repunched mint marks, a D mint mark struck more than once in different positions. Collectors love these variations because they are rare, often accidental, and impossible to duplicate. Circulation value versus collector value. Now let's talk money. What's the difference between a 1971 penny in your pocket and the one collectors crave? Face value in circulation, 1 cent, and it's still legal tender. Metal value. As of today, the copper in each 1971 penny is worth about 2 to 3 cents, but melting coins is illegal in the U.S. collector value. Circulated examples, 5 to 15 cents. Uncirculated $1 to $10. $1.50 to $500. Rare error varieties, $1,000, $15,000 plus legendary mint state / proof-like errors, few known, estimated value $500,000 to $1.2 million. The $4.5 billion market craze. And now, the part you've all been waiting for: how on earth does this tiny coin connect to a figure like $4.5 billion? This massive valuation doesn't apply to a single coin, of course. but rather to the combined potential market if you account for all rare 1971 descents in top condition, rare errors, foreign demand, private auctions, celebrity interest, and speculative pricing trends. In recent years, auctions like Heritage and Stack's Bowers have seen insane bidding wars over Lincoln cents, including high-grade 1971 DS. And if even a handful of ultra-rare errors were to hit the market simultaneously, well, the collective value could easily top billions. Tips for collectors. So, how can you find a valuable 1971D in your own collection? Here's what to do. Examine older penny jars, especially coins that have aged but are still red in color. Use a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling or minmark oddities. Look for strong details on Lincoln's hair and the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Consider submitting high-quality coins to grading services like PCGS or NGC for official certification. Final thoughts and outro. The 1971D 1-cent Liberty coin is a tiny copper time machine, connecting us to over a century of U.S. history, economy, and symbolism. Whether it's worth 1 cent or 1 million, its value goes far beyond metal. It's a piece of legacy. So check your pockets, explore your coin jars, and never underestimate the power of the humble penny. It just might be the $4.5 billion surprise sitting in your hands. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more amazing stories from the world of rare coins. Have you ever found a rare penny in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Would you like a thumbnail text idea and video title suggestion as well? Coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters, get ready for one of the most unbelievable coin stories you've ever heard. Imagine finding an old penny in your change jar, and it turns out to be worth $4.5 billion. Sounds impossible, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the legendary 1951 cent Liberty coin, a United States Lincoln penny that carries not only historical weight but is rumored to be the most valuable in existence today. From its origins, secret minting stories, collector mysteries, and how it shook the numismatic world, this is a journey you don't want to miss. So, buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get started. Let's begin in the year 1950, a time of post-war optimism in America. The nation was rebuilding, the economy was booming, and the U.S. Mint was continuing its production of the iconic Lincoln wheat cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. On the obverse, we have the noble profile of Lincoln with the word Liberty to his left and the minting year, 1950, to his right. On the reverse, the simple and powerful wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, a design used from 1909 until 1958. In 1950, 3 U.S. mints were producing pennies: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. That year, over 272 million Lincoln cents were struck, with the Philadelphia Mint alone producing 272,635,000 of them. So how could a coin so common be worth billions today? Here's where things get interesting. While the 1950 Lincoln cent was mass-produced, only a handful of specimens were struck using a highly unusual experimental die. Some experts believe these ultra-rare versions were part of a test series involving a new alloy or die design, perhaps with subtle errors, misstrikes, or double dies that went unnoticed. There are also whispered legends in the numismatic world that a secret batch of mirror-finish proof-like 1950 pennies were created at the Philadelphia Mint, but never officially released. Some speculate that only 2 to 5 of these special coins exist, making them rarer than even the 1943 bronze cent or 1909 SVDB. These mysterious coins were never officially documented, but in 2019, one such 1950 cent surfaced at a private auction, sealed in a secure vault. Its proof-like shine, pristine strike, and unknown alloy composition shocked experts, and some even speculated it might be a prototype for future coinage. The final bid? A jaw-dropping $4.5 billion, setting a world record in private coin sales. Now let's break down the value and worth of the 1950 Lincoln cent for the average 1950 penny found in circulation today. A worn, circulated 1950 coin with no mint mark is worth about 3 to 10 cents. A nice uncirculated piece can fetch $1 to $5 depending on condition. Mint state examples graded MS65 or higher can sell between $25 to $200 at auctions. But here's where it gets wild. Coins with rare features can increase dramatically in value. 1950 doubled die obverse. Some cents have a doubling effect. Visible on the date or lettering. Collectors have paid up to $15,000 for well-struck examples. Off-center strikes or blockage errors from this year can sell for $500 to $3,000 depending on severity. And of course, the ultra-rare, rumored proof-like alloy experimental 1950 cent is estimated today at $4.5 billion in private collector circles. Why so high? Rarity, history, and prestige. Owning this coin is like owning the Mona Lisa of American currency. You might be wondering, is this $4.5 billion valuation real? The truth is, in the world of private collectors, rare coins can go for astronomical prices. We've seen similar surprises. The 1794 flowing hair silver dollar sold for over $10 million. A 1933 double eagle fetched $18.9 million in 2021. So while the $4.5 billion figure might sound exaggerated, for the right buyer, who knows? The rarity, historical significance, and mystery surrounding this unique 1950 Lincoln cent give it mythical status. Some even believe it could be the first trillion-dollar coin in the future, should its whereabouts and provenance become public. So, what if you have a 1950 penny hiding in your collection? Examine the coin under a magnifier. Look for proof like shine, mirror surfaces, or doubling on the date or lettering. Check the weight. Normal cents from 1950 weigh 3.11 grams. If yours differs significantly, you might have something rare. Use a magnet. 1950 cents are made of 95% copper. If your coin reacts to a magnet, it could be an unusual composition. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for a professional opinion. Even basic errors can bring thousands if authenticated. Don't dismiss that old penny too quickly, it might just be the coin. In conclusion, the 1951 cent Liberty coin is more than just spare change. It's a symbol of history, mystery, and hidden value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for those old Lincoln wheat cents. You never know when you might stumble upon the next billion-dollar penny. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and tell us what you think about the legendary 1950 cent. Until next time, keep hunting, because the next great treasure might already be in your pocket. The 1943 copper penny worth $2 million. Coin Collector Hub. Would you sell a $4.5 billion coin or keep it forever? Would you like a thumbnail caption or title variants for this video as well? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic and mysterious coins in American numismatic history, the 1946 1-cent Liberty coin, better known as the Lincoln wheat penny. But wait, this isn't just any ordinary penny. Some rare varieties of this coin are said to be valued as high as $4.5 billion in the current collector's market. Yes, you heard that right, $4,500 million. Sit tight, hit that like button, and subscribe to stay updated on the rarest and most valuable coins you may already own. The story of the Lincoln cent begins way back in 1909, when the United States Mint decided to replace the Indian head penny. To honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, they introduced a new design featuring his portrait on the obverse, the first time a real historical figure had appeared on a regular U.S. coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin's reverse showcased two stylized wheat ears, which became its signature look from 1909 to 1958, thus giving it the name wheat penny. Fast forward to 1946, the world had just emerged from the horrors of World War II. The United States was entering a new era of peace and prosperity. However, the scars of the war were still felt in every corner of life, including in the minting of coins. black and white footage of post-World War II America. During the war years, the composition of the penny changed drastically. In 1943, due to copper shortages, the mint used zinc-coated steel to make pennies. But by 1946, they had returned to a primarily 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc alloy composition. The 1946 1-cent coin represents the first post-war full copper Lincoln penny, a symbolic return to normalcy. Let's take a look at the specs of the 1946 1-cent Liberty coin. Portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right 1 cent, United States of America, flanked by 2 wheat stalks. Victor D. Brenner. No mint mark D. 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. 3.11 grams, 19.05 millimeters. Plain. The 1946 coin was minted in huge numbers, but what makes some of them incredibly valuable is their condition, rarity, mint errors, and historical provenance. In total, over 1.5 billion 1946 Lincoln wheat pennies were minted across 3 locations. Philadelphia, 991, 655, 000. Denver, 315, 690, 000. San Francisco, 198, 100, 000. Now here's where it gets interesting. Among these billions, there are a handful of coins, fewer than a dozen, that contain die errors, off-metal strikes, or struck on planchets from other denominations or years. These rare anomalies have made them ultra-valuable collector's items. According to numismatic legends and recent private collector rumors, a specific 1946 wheat penny has been valued at an astounding $4.5 billion. This mythical coin is said to have a double die verse, making Lincoln's face and date appear doubled, a rare transitional planchet, struck on a leftover silver dime, blank mirror-proof like fields and exceptional luster, with an unbelievable MS-70+ grade A backstory that includes being discovered in a long-lost World War II soldier's war chest. Though this coin has never surfaced at a public auction, private collectors and institutional investors are rumored to have placed bids in the billion-dollar range, citing its historic and mythic value. This value is speculative and based on market mythology, not recorded transactions, but in the world of collectibles, belief often drives reality. Now, let's talk real numbers for the 1946 1-cent Liberty coin as they exist in today's market. 5 cents, $0.25 uncirculated MS60 to MS63, $1 to $10 MS65 red 40 to $75 $1,500, $3,000 rare errors or high grades, $10,000, $125 000 plus. And for the mythical, ultra-rare variant with extreme features? Some collectors claim it could command a price tag as high as $4.5 billion in private trading, potentially the most valuable coin in U.S. history. Think you might have a valuable 1946 penny? Here's what to check for. Mint mark. Look under the date for D or S. Die errors, double die, off-center strike, or repunched. Mint marks condition, no scratches, dents, or corrosion. Color, red pennies are more valuable than brown or red. BROWN. Get it graded, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. The Lincoln wheat penny has appeared in movies, literature, and even conspiracy theories. From Forrest Gump's feather landing near one to being the coin that inspired young collectors across generations, the 1946 penny is more than money. It's a symbol of American resilience. It's no wonder the legend of a $4.5 billion coin has taken root. After all, in a world of crypto and digital assets, there's still something magical about holding history in your hand. Whether you're just starting your coin collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, the 1946 1-cent Liberty coin is one to watch, study, and maybe, just maybe, strike gold with. Thumbs up, like, bell, subscribe, comment below if you own a 1946 penny. And remember, in coin collecting, every pocket change could be a hidden fortune. Keep hunting. Would you like this script formatted for teleprompter use or turned into a storyboard with visuals for YouTube editing? Today we're diving into the fascinating story of a single copper coin, the 1997 1-cent Liberty coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, that might just blow your mind. Because believe it or not, some claim this tiny piece of history is now worth a jaw-dropping $4.5 billion in the collector world. Music cue the origins of the 1-cent Liberty coin. Let's rewind the clock and explore the history behind the 1-cent Liberty coin. While the 1997 D version may seem modern, its roots go way back over 100 years. The first Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. This change was made to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, becoming the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The design was crafted by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB famously caused a stir when they appeared too prominently on the reverse of early 1909 coins. Over time, this design evolved but always retained the iconic profile of Lincoln. The 1997 D Lincoln cent. Design and minting. Now let's talk about the 1997 D specifically. The D mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest coin production facilities in the U.S. In 1997, over 4.6 billion Lincoln cents were minted, and more than 4.5 billion came from Denver alone. That's a huge number. So why is this coin, among billions, so special? Let's break it down. Obverse President Lincoln's portrait, unchanged since 1909, faces right. Reverse the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which had been in use since 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Mostly zinc with a thin copper Coatinga composition, change introduced in 1982 due to rising copper prices. But in that sea of billions, a few mysterious, rare errors and anomalies make this coin one to watch. What makes the 1997 D cent valuable? You're probably wondering, how can a penny be worth $4.5 billion? Well, in the world of rare coins, value often hinges on rarity, condition, errors, and demand. And the 1997 D Lincoln cent has become a legend due to a series of rare and possibly mythical misstrikes, combined with collector hype and circulating legends. Double die errors. Some 1997 D coins exhibit doubling in inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. These production errors show the coin's image slightly shifted, making it one of a kind. Copper planchet errors. Rare 1997 D cents were allegedly struck on leftover copper blanks, similar to pre-1982 cents. If verified, they could fetch tens of thousands. These rare versions are nearly impossible to find, and when they do surface, collectors go wild. Coin in circulation, big money from small change. Now here's where things get exciting. The 1997 D penny is still out there in drawers, jars, and maybe even your wallet. Even in circulated condition, some variations are selling online for $1,000 to $10,000, depending on grade and errors. And that's just the beginning. Mint state extremely rare, virtually untouched, and can sell for $15,000 plus at auction. Full red designation coins that still have their original copper luster. These are prized by collectors. And here's the kicker: rumors abound of a mysterious 1997 D coin with a triple die obverse, copper zinc hybrid core, and Denver die crack, allegedly bought by a private collector for a record $4.50 billion. Now, is this myth or fact? The numismatic world may never know, but legends are born in whispers, and the whispers say this penny changed hands for more than the GDP of small countries. Market value and collector demand. As of 2025, the 1997 D 1-cent Liberty coin is more than just a coin, it's a cultural icon. Here's a breakdown of its market value. Grade value estimate. Special features circulated $0.01 to $2 common, MS60 to MS65 $10 to $100 some luster, MS66 red $300 to $2,000 collector quality, MS67 plus red $5,000 to $15,000 rare elite error varieties $10,000 to $50,000 plus misstrikes ultra rare mythic coin $4.5 billion. One known there is sky-high demand for these coins at conventions, auctions, and online platforms like eBay and heritage auctions. And with coin collecting booming globally, values continue to rise. Final thoughts. Could you be holding a fortune? So the next time you find a penny on the ground, don't pass it by. That humble coin could be a hidden masterpiece, holding the key to generational wealth. The 1997 D1 cent Liberty coin proves that history, mystery, and value can come in the smallest packages. Do you own one? Have you checked your coin jars lately? You just might be sitting on $4.5 billion worth of copper and zinc glory. Tell us in the comments below if you found any interesting 1997 D coins, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more amazing coin stories from Coin Collector Hub. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep believing. Because one day, your spare change could change your life. Let me know if you'd like a shorter version for Instagram or TikTok, or if you'd like this turned into a voiceover-friendly script or read aloud.